everyone, this is Robin Pike with Crafty Stamper, and I just wanted to show you a few cards that I'm working on, and I'm going to show you 3 different techniques of how to get the looks that I've got here on these cards today. And this one, I used the watercolor pencils, and on this, I used our Stampin' Write markers, and then on this, I used a mask and then used our stamping pads to create this background look. So let's go ahead and let's start with this one right here. I'm going to show you how I created this look. Let me move these out of the way. So this is the mask that I used here. And I'm just going to put this on here. And you want to make sure it's exactly where you want it. You can move this mask up or down, but I kind of want it to be down just a little bit. So, and the way I got this mask is I cut I've got a hole punch and just cut a hole in it. And that's it. And then I'm just going to tape it down here. And then I've got my stamping pads here, and this is Lemon Lolly that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to start out at the top. And I'm just going to put this blending brush in here. And just going to kind of tap it off to the side over here so it doesn't leave a big glob when you first put it down. And I'm just going to lightly brush across it. Just getting all around through there. And I think that looks good. I'm going to set that back. I'll leave it open for a minute just to make sure that I don't need it again. And then we're going to use Fresh Freesia and then Pool Party. I'm going to go ahead and get Pool Party and put it on next. And my stamp pad is about dried up. I need to re-ink it. So I'm just going to brush over here and then just kind of brush this on here. This is a really simple technique, but it just looks really good, I think. And especially with this stamp set. Okay, I think that looks good there. We're just going to move this aside. And now we're going to get the Fresh Freesia. I'm just going to tap it off. Then just do the same thing. I think I may darken it up just a tad. Okay, I think that will look good. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. That'd be pretty with sunset colors too. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to take our stamp. I need to make sure that I cleaned it off the last time I used it. So let me get it clean. And then we're just going to stamp this in Memento ink. So I'm going to get this inked up really good, the stamp pad. All right, and hopefully, let me get it right over here a little bit more. All right, so hopefully that's good enough. All right, and we're just going to put the stamp down, and it can be hanging off of this part right here. You don't, if you wanted to do all of the look inside the circle right here, you can. It's whatever you would like to do. I'm just going to let mine run off just a little bit. Just going to put it down, press on it. And that's it. And so that's how we create that look there. And then that's the finished card. Isn't that easy and so pretty? I just love that look. Okay, so our next demonstration that I'm going to do here for you is I'm going to first put up all of my ink pads. And move this out of the way. I've got a mess here today on my desk. But that's what happens when you're playing around and experimenting. I hope everyone's doing good today. It's a beautiful day here. It's a little cool right now, but I think it's supposed to get maybe in the low 60s. So hey, I'm not going to complain with that. I think that's awesome. All right, so this next, let's see, the next thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to get, this is our Stampin' Write markers. And you can only use the Stampin' Write markers on the stamps. You can't use our the Stampin' Blends. And so we're just going to take this. We're going to put it, this is, let me see what color this is. Pretty Peacock. And we're just going to go over this stamp set. And we're just going to brush this color on. And I don't know if you've heard of the huffing technique, but that's what we're going to be doing on this stamp set. Once we get it inked up here, it's going to kind of dry up on us, and so we're just going to need to blow our hot air out there. And I probably have plenty to blow out there. Okay, and then this color is, I think it's Fresh Freesia, but no, Berry Burst. Oh, and I just see I colored a flower in with the green, and I got too happy with putting this color on here, and I've done colored in the flower. So let's see if I can get that off of there. Hopefully it won't make too much of a mess. Alrighty. And I think that's it. Looks like we've got all of it. All right. And here goes the huffing part. And you just blow your breath up. And then you're just going to stamp it down. And that's your final look. Isn't that pretty? I think that's gorgeous. Okay, and this is the card here that we did. And it looked just like that. We did the same thing. Hope I've got it in the camera view. Okay, all right, so let's move. Let me clean this off, and then we're gonna move to the next technique that I've got. And the next technique is a new one that I saw a lady from Canada do. And I think her website is Serene Stamper, I think is what it is. And she was showing this technique, and I thought it was real neat. She did a bird with it, and it was really pretty. And it seems to look better the second time that you stamp it off. But we're just gonna, I'll pull the top off of it. We're just gonna play with this here. And the first thing you're gonna do is get our water spritzer, or any bottle that you have that you could spritz some water on with. We're just gonna wet the stamp up. Okay, I may have got a little too much on there, but we'll see. Like I said, the second time you stamp off, it seems to be the better the picture that you have. All right, so from here, I think, well, I think I'm going to use Real Red on here, which kind of has a corally look to it. But this is, I guess I need to tell you, this is our watercolor pencils that we have. And so I'm just going to put our watercolor pencils on here, rub over it. And like I said, you just get it wet and then you use your watercolor pencils and then color this in, and then it's going to give you a watercolor look. And then we're going to get Old Olive here. We're just going to come down through here. Just get all the leaves. And it took me a couple of times of playing with this to kind of figure out. Sometimes I wouldn't get it wet enough. Sometimes I got it too wet. And so you just kind of have to play around with it. And I'm just going to go over this again. Just make sure it's all good. All right. Let's try that and see if this will work. And then we may flip it over and get a better look on our second view of it. Sometimes the first is it's got a little bit too much water on it. And now we're going to flip it over. Let me blot this off a little bit. Which this still looks pretty. Well, it would look pretty if I had a clean paper towel and not getting it everywhere. All right, so let's flip that over. And then let's see what we get. I'm just going to press down here. And then this is our look here. It could use a little bit more color right in here. And what you can do is you could just take your watercolor pencil, just kind of go down through here. Just kind of fill in those places that's missing a little bit. We could kind of come around through here. And then, let's see, I've got my, you could take, this is our little water brush that we have. And I can just, it's got a little bit of water in there and just kind of blend that in. Same here. Same for down here. Up through there. All right. So I think that's a pretty neat technique. What do y'all think? And so the finished card that I did is this one right here. And this was used in the color pumpkin pie. So you have just, it's a different look. I mean, you can see that it's watercolored with the way it looks right in here. And I just think that looks, you know, really neat. So that is 3 different techniques using this stamp set, which is Spotlight on Nature. This is what it looks like here. And if you would like to purchase, you can go to my online store at craftystamper.com, or you could get in touch with me, and that is, my email address is craftystamper007@gmail.com. And I would like for you to check out my YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button and like my videos. I sure would appreciate it. I'm trying to grow my channel and grow my business. So any help that you could give me sure would be appreciated. All right, guys, I hope that this has been helpful. I hope that I have given you some ideas, and I hope that you have a blessed day. And I'll see you soon. Bye.